What's up, y'all? It's your boy Sleepy by Flinch here, and welcome to a manga haul video. I guess I was gonna record the manga collection, full manga collection first, but I accumulated enough over the past few months that I think it warrants a proper manga haul video first, and then we can get into the manga collection. I mean, with the manga collection, some of these that I show you you'll probably see on my shelves. So, I mean, obviously. But so this is how much manga I've bought. Wait, that's a joke. This is how much manga I bought. Wait. Oh, there we go. This is how much manga I bought. If that was a fuck, there it is. There it is. If that was the first pot. Ignore that. Shush. Stop it. Okay. Jesus Christ. Oh, wow. Wow, yeah. So that's pile one. Of two. Yep. I may have a problem. It's fine. We'll figure it out. Of that, let's see, how much of that have I actually read so far? Ba-choo. Ba-choo. Still going. Technically. Well, I'm gonna. Alright. Here we go. This is how much I've actually read. Let's go through the ones that I've actually read first. Because I feel like that'll be easier. Yeah, so at the top of the haul, we've got Volume 7 of Blue Flag. I recently picked up this series. It's a really cool story. It's kind of like exploring, it's explored, it touches on queerness a little bit, but it's not exactly a queer story. It's more like the main character himself is not queer. It's just that he's got two friends. One, his best friend is in love with him, and his love interest's best friend is in love with her, which makes for an interesting dynamic, and I'm looking forward to seeing that explored in Volume 8. I've picked up this series just out of vague curiosity, and it turned out to be pretty interesting. Granted, I don't know why I read this one ahead of all of my other BL stories, but again, I found it to be an interesting series. I guess there were more volumes at the time available of Blue Flag than there were of anything else. The other series is, I have volumes 3, 4, and 5 of Fly Me to the Moon. 5 I literally just recently picked up, so I haven't read 5 yet. So I will read 5. But Fly Me to the Moon 1 through 4 so far has been one of, well, not the cutest, but one of the cutest stories that I have read. Again, I'm in a very strong rom-com kick right now. It's interesting because with most rom-coms it's either a harem or an established pairing kind of thing. I don't know if I tend to go for the established pairings, because I do like my fair bit of, shitty, harem tropes or whatever. But this one I found is an enjoyable one where it's an established relationship. Komi Can't Communicate, another I wouldn't call it a classic because it's fairly recent, but I've got volume 12. I think I bought that in April, and this haul is April, May kind of thing. Where I could have counted March, but that would have made this pile a lot bigger. So we're counting April and May as our haul, because I should have probably just made a manga collection video and then started doing like hauls as they come. But I also am this is probably going to be my longest manga haul video, so we'll see. Yes, Komi Can't Communicate, I really recommend. Well, I don't relate on the same degree, obviously, but it's a moderately similar degree of social anxiety, where every single character in this has their own, like, a major, like, quirk, let's call it. Yeah, like, not My Hero Academia quirk. Don't, I see you. No, just like a regular personality quirk that kind of like makes them socially awkward and like anxious and shit. I just realized I forgot to paint my nails for this video. It's fine. We'll do that for the manga collection video. The next one is the Shaman King Omnibus, which I had pre-ordered ages ago. I literally pre-ordered it in September. You will notice something very unpleasant about this volume. It came like this, with this little hiccup on this volume. I'm seriously tempted to get a new volume, but I'm probably not gonna. I don't know. We'll see. I might just get another omnibus volume. I've been trying to collect Shaman King for such a long time, but it is a nearly impossible series to get. Until now. They're finally releasing omnibuses. And hopefully they'll start releasing the like prequel stories and the after stories in physical release. I like my physical copies of manga. I do have, I believe, Volume 1 of Shaman King Flowers on in digital, because right now that's the only way it's frickin' available. So I have that. I just haven't read it.
This is another stack.
Oh, yeah. Yep, that's another stack. That's a whole nother stack. Fuck me. Alrighty. Any of these that I've read yet? No, actually. So, perfect. Okay. We just added another stack off screen. So that's fun. The only reason I realized was because here's one of my unreads that I picked up recently. I picked up Quintessential Quintuplets. Very interesting series. I actually can't say that because I haven't read it. But it seems really cute. Picked it up. Haven't watched the anime yet either. But picked it up. Hopefully we'll get to read it at some point soon. And I don't know if you guys want me to make like comprehensive review videos on it or not. I guess we'll burn that bridge when we get to it, I guess. Got volume 4 and 4 of Jujutsu Kaisen and 3 of Chainsaw Man. Mostly because I'm trying to slowly collect them. Still haven't read through either of those. I've been reading, and I'm not even caught up on this, One Piece. So that's been on my to-do list for a long time, and I just picked up volume 96. I think that's the latest one to drop anyway. But I'm currently on volume 82 of One Piece, so I don't have a lot, technically speaking, but it's still quite a bit. Considering it from 82 to 96 is still 14 frickin' volumes. Yeah, so that. I picked up a webcomic, Solo Leveling. Does look pretty cool. I don't like that it's read the opposite way. It's read in like proper comic format. I am not used to that. Yeah, it's read right to left. Wait,
Left to right.
left to right, the regular way. It's. I realized as soon as I put it on my shelf that something was wrong when the front was the. Well, I mean, it's probably like it's a Korean. I think it's a Korean webcomic. Don't quote me on that. It seems to be a Korean webcomic, right? Hold on. Based on the hit fantasy novel webcomic. No info. Anyway, it looks cool. So I picked it up, and it's in full color, so that's an added bonus. Again, all of these I have yet to read, so that's fun. Um, why do I pick up volumes and then take forever to read them? Shush. Shut. I picked up volume 1 of Yankees. Looked like a really fun series. Flipping through it, it's literally street cats where they're drawn as gangsters until the moment where they can be perceived by humans as cats. Looks really cool. Just looks really funny. I'll have a more in-depth video on it probably once I actually frickin' read it. I am thinking of just once I read a series, just doing like a little bit of a series review or something. Yeah. Way of the House Husband. I have the first 4 volumes. This is volume 5. Another really interesting comedy. I've read first 2 volumes. It's a really great friggin' bit. Oh, also, wow, something I should probably mention about Komi-san. Komi has an anime coming up in September, I believe. So I'm definitely going to be tuning in for that because this show has been like on my list for forever. And I finally got around to reading it, and I picked it up, started reading it like a few weeks ago, and I blasted through it immediately. Kind of like the same thing with Fly Me to the Moon, which is why I bought the 5th volume, and it just got here like a couple days ago. I picked up a volume of Blue Period. Blue Period seems to me like a very similar one to Bakuman, which is one of my favorites, if you could not quite tell. I don't know if anybody other than fans of Bakuman would get this reference anyway. So, yes. I saw this, I figured, hey, it looks interesting. It's about a painter figuring out, painting and art and all that shit, and seems like a very different type of slice of life as opposed to my like trashy romance slice of lives. Yeah, whatever. I picked up volume 1 of Ruby. Don't know how it compares. Again, I haven't read it, so I don't know how it compares. But I like the series, and the art looks really good. Just flipping through it. Hold on, let's stop on a. There we go. Really pretty frame there. Yeah. It seems really cool. I'll let you know if it holds up. What else have I got? Let's go through. Now that we're here, picked up volume 9 of My Hero Academia Vigilantes and 27 of regular MHA. It's another one where I'm kind of collecting it slowly as I go. I've read Vigilantes all the way through except up to volume 8. And I haven't actually read past that. And then I also need to catch up on My Hero Academia, but I decided to pick only one long series at a time, and the long series that I picked first just so happened to be One Piece. Granted, I have read all of them at one point in time you know, up to a certain point. So but I do like rereading my manga. Well, no, to be fair, my first long series was Yu Yu Hakusho, but first long series after that was One Piece, which, you pick a behemoth, it's kind of your own fault. I've got Black Clover, Volume 25. Again, I'm still very far behind that on that. I think I'm where. No, the anime left off after the time skip. I'm before the time skip manga wise. That's how far back I am. And a certain someone who's commenting off screen here sometime every now and again. No, you've said some things. You've definitely said some things. We're still. I'm kind of introducing him to the anime itself, and we are still on season. Not well. There's no seasons. We're still on. We still haven't even reached the. We just beat Veto. that's where we're at in the anime. But I want to get him caught up on that. But again, One Piece. I picked up Haikyuu 44, which I believe is the second to last volume. Quite a bit of that to go. Again, I'm tackling one long series at a time, and right now I'm tackling One Piece. Maybe eventually I'll start like a review of volumes as I read them kind of thing. We'll see where this channel goes. Right now, I just wanted to have like a little cool little very ridiculous video where I break down all of the series that I own, or my manga haul at least, or at least the most recent series that I bought. Let's phrase it that way. I got We Never Learn Volume 15, which I am currently on Volume 13 of We Never Learn. So I still haven't read this. Close, but not quite there yet. We Never Learn, I read a long time ago. Again, I used to read very regularly the Shonen Jump app. When it went, I used to collect the physical volumes, and then when Shonen Jump went digital, I waited a long time, and then finally I decided, you know what, I miss my weekly dose of Jump, because at that point it had become weekly. Before it was monthly, so I think that's, yeah. So I was missing my monthly dose of manga, and I genuinely, most of my series I discovered through Jump. So it's really unfortunate now that, I've discovered, I feel like, a lot more series now, not through Jump, than I did through Jump, just because I spend a lot of time looking at other people's reviews and such. And sometimes I just find random shit that I really like. Yeah, again, these are all my unread piles, so, let's see. I got volume 1 of My Dad's the Queen of All VTubers. I don't know. It's kind of has, I can kind of relate as a VTuber. I am a VTuber also. I stream on Twitch and YouTube. Yes. This channel name is named after my VTuber avatar, so and I will always refer to myself as Flinge until I don't. Now let's get into the Boys Love. I haven't read all of my Boys Love or all of my Yuri. That's on my list, but I haven't gotten there yet. I've got the volumes 3, 4, and 5 of Given. I'm trying to collect all of them. I believe the 6th volume drops soon, but I haven't read any of Given yet. Or watched any of Given yet. Just because I have to emotionally prepare myself. Because, I don't do well with sad shit. But also, I would like to read more sad shit because, sad shit's good. I genuinely loved reading Blue Flag, and that had its fair share of drama and sad shit. I tend to live vicariously through romance and like just manga in general, so it is what it is. Next, we've got Yarichin Bitch Club. Wow, I might get shut down by YouTube just for saying bitch. We'll see. We'll see. I'm low enough on the YouTube kun may not strike me down today. We shall see.
Just play the dolphin sound on top of it every time.
I mean, I feel like I've got more lewd shit here, actually. We got Volume 5 of Sweat and Soap, another one that I haven't read yet, but looks really interesting. Please put them on Takamine-san. This is actually, it does, well, so does Yarichin Bitch Club. Does Given? I don't think Given has an explicit warning. This one has an explicit warning. There are boobies in it. I haven't read it yet. I just know that there are boobies because I did a quick flip through. Here's the thing. If you are under 18, do not read it, obviously. But, you know, if you like your fair share of lewd shit, there you go. Speaking of lewd shit.
Is it actually?
Huh? It's not, I wouldn't call it, it's literally just got, it's not straight up, it's more ecchi. It's more implied ecchi. Kind of like, I have all 5 volumes of, for some reason I decided to go on an ecchi spree. Well, not only ecchi, I bought several doujinshi recently too. But I can't show that on Twitch. Wow, we've gotten there. I can't show that on YouTube. YouTube-kun will definitely strike me down. So, here's the, as close to crossing the bar as I can possibly get. Yeah, I got Saki the Sakuba's Hunger's Night. God, that's a mouthful. All 5 volumes, I believe. I don't think there's. I think this last volume is the final volume. Again, don't know if it's a good series. I just picked it up just based on, you know. It looked interesting. Let's phrase it that way. The next one is from what I heard, a really cute Yuri. First 3 volumes, I believe, of Our Teachers Are Dating. That last one might get me shut down by YouTube-kun. We are not gonna. Let's show the first 2 volumes, but it looks really cute, and I mean, I immediately saw it, and I immediately went, okay, cool. That looks like my shit. I got Syrup Volume 3, again, explicit warning. Just be aware of what you're buying. Some of these are not for kiddies. Yeah, and then Kaguya-sama. Again, we've actually started watching the anime. We haven't watched all of the anime. We need to get on that. But yeah, it's a really cool series that I've enjoyed thoroughly watching. It's just, it's kind of a very different kind of rom-com. I like my fair share of rom-coms, don't get me wrong. I've been on, like I said, I've been on a rom-com and slice of life kick. Don't question my shit. Your typical shonen stories are all good and dandy, but sometimes you get bored of that. So, the next one is After School Bitchcraft. Again, I haven't read it. It's implied ecchi. I don't think there's any actual explicit nudity. It's one of your standard, like... Well, I can't tell you if it's problematic or not. A lot of these, I pick up only the first volume and then just read through the first volume and then decide whether I buy more or not. A lot of series, there was one series specifically, which I do not think I will keep buying, for example, was Fire Punch. I bought the first volume of Fire Punch. I flipped through it. I saw literally one scene. I haven't read it yet because I haven't mentally prepared myself for it. But if I enjoy the first volume, I will genuinely get into it. It's only, I think it's only 8 volumes long. But if I eventually, I'll get to it eventually. It's one of those things. Next one is How to Raise a Boring Girlfriend. I kind of picked it up. This is probably just wish fulfillment fantasy, to be honest. I don't know why I ended on these two. Because the next one is Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro. I know why I picked up How to Raise a Boring Girlfriend. I saw a figure, and it had a black cat in it. And so I was like, alright, figure has a black cat in it. I am sold. Let me read this manga. And I haven't read this manga. And speaking of black cats, a certain boy over there is being a crackhead, which is good, fun shit. Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro. I think for the most part, I just kind of wanted to pick it up because of the hype. And I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I picked up the first volume. I'm probably gonna read that at some point. Yeah, it might be good. It might not be good. We'll see. I'm more of a wholesome boy. Like, this is more of my right up my shit. One of my favorite rom-coms until which I haven't actually read the ending of because I do not want to. It used to be one of my favorite rom-coms. Let's make that distinction. By the name of a little rom-com by the name of Nisekoi, where everything was fine and dandy until the very end, where my girl, see, here's me selling you on We Never Learn. In your typical harems, you have one girl that you root for, and that's it. That's your girl, and if she doesn't end up with your the main character, basically, a whole bunch of people are gonna raise a shitstorm. Here, I am reading it, and We Never Learn, and I am genuinely rooting for all of them. I do not care because it's mostly about. For me, it's about the story and their journey and all that shit, and it's not, the who he ends up with is not the main part of it. Yuiga's goals are not, hey, let me date all of these girls or whatever, or I have a crush on all of these girls. No, it's just he's legitimately just trying to make them, it's a whole thing where he's tutoring them, and then from there, he kind of... I don't know why I'm going into a full in-depth review of We Never Learn. Anyway, if you like a more wholesome harem-type series, We Never Learn is it. Komi Can't Communicate, also very cute. I don't have a whole lot of standard action shonen on here, actually, now that I think about it. I don't know. I've not been I haven't been like a big fan of main action shonen lately. So, it is what it is. So yeah, I think that's pretty much the video, unless I can get the cat over here somehow. Is he doing shit? Everybody wants to see live footage of Yami the Necromancer. Come on. Come here. Ooh. I yeeted a snack. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on.
You came up with Yami, right?
Huh?
You came up with Yami, right? I think I came up with Necromancer. How did that work?
I came up with Yami, you came up with Necromancer. Speaking of Yami, here's his namesake. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yes? Yes? You want the snack, don't you? You want the snackle? I know you want it. Come on. Come on. There you go. Hello. Say hi to the camera. Isn't he a pretty boy? Okay, he's eating. He's got to do his shit. I'm gonna let him eat, and then we're gonna. He's feeling rather crackheadish today, so usually he'd be up here regularly, but right now. Oh, okay, don't knock over all my manga. And okay, hello, cat butt in my face. Hello. Hi. There is no more food. You're just I can't tell what you're smelling. Hello. Okay, please don't knock over all of the manga. I would appreciate that very much. Thank you. Bye. Okie dokie. Okay, he's doing his crackhead shit. Okay, he just tried to claw at me. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Yeah, I want to do at least some footage of the cat, so you know, I'm glad that he was able to not be too much of a crackhead. Quotation marks. Not too much of a crackhead. Maybe we'll catch him in calmer times one of these days. Alrighty. So on that note, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I am well aware that I have a problem. I'm definitely on a slowdown of manga buying. This may have been, some of them may have been March. I genuinely do not remember, but I do. Yes, I buy a lot of manga, and I've been buying a lot of manga. Part of that was also I went a little bit overboard when it came to the tax return. That doesn't matter. Nobody cares. Yeah. On that note, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys next video with probably my manga collection. And if you guys are interested in more, I have figure collections videos planned, maybe vinyl collection videos. But if you're interested in more breakdown videos, like actually genuinely like going through and talking about each series as a whole as I read them or something like that, yeah, I can definitely do that, especially if there's enough interest for it. And some of these I'm going to reread classics and just kind of maybe review them one batch at a time. Yeah, sound off if you want me to review any of these, or if you want me to review, once my manga collection is up, my manga collection. And on that note, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.